Christie Morrison's music has never been the same, not since the day the island composer traveled to Auschwitz and toured the site where more than 6 million Jews were murdered during the Second World War. It was inside a barracks that used to house the young Jewish children that Christie's life changed forever.
It was so on my heart that I knew that I had to do something.
The Saanich woman made it her mission to find a child survivor who would become the inspiration behind her second goal: to compose a piece of music to honor the young souls killed in the concentration camps. Years later, fate kicks in during a vacation in Scottsdale, Arizona, and a random stop at a used bookstore.
On the top shelf, I found a book entitled A Boy's Story, A Man's Memory by Oskar.
The book was one man's story of how he survived the Holocaust, and guess where the author lived?
Wonderful new friend, Oskar.
Scottsdale, Arizona. Christie emailed Oskar, and hours later they met up.
My life was spared by 2 Nazis.
Oskar told her his story of how he was 14 when the Second World War broke out, how his family was held for years in concentration camps, his father murdered by the Nazis, and how he spent years living in this Gestapo subcamp only to have his life saved by the most unlikeliest of people.
The very people who were supposed to have killed me actually gave me my life.
It was a member of the Gestapo who took a liking to Oskar and refused to send him to his death.
They call me all kinds of very nasty names.
At 95 years old, he spends his days speaking to students, sharing his story and the lesson he learned from one rogue Gestapo officer.
You need to accept people for what they are. You have to work with them. It doesn't matter what they look like, where they come from, what religion they are, what skin color they are.
And he says you'll find that message in this music that you're listening to now. This is a taste of Christie's finished composition called The Lost Nursery Rhymes of Innocent Children, a piece Oskar never imagined he'd live to hear.
She is God sent. That's in my opinion. In other words, she was supposed to be in my life, and I was supposed to be in her life.
2 souls brought together to make sure a world never forgets.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.